Then Jehovah spoke to Moses and to Aaron, saying, take the sum of the sons of Kohath from among the sons of Levi, by their families, by their fathers' households, from 30 years old and upward, even to 50 years old, all who enter into the service to perform the skilled work in the tent of meeting. This is the service of the sons of Kohath in the tent of meeting concerning the most holy things. When the camp sets out, Aaron and his sons shall go in, and they shall take down the veil of the screen and cover the ark of the testimony with it. And they shall put on it a covering of porpoise skin, and shall spread over it a cloth all of blue strands, and shall put in its poles. And over the table of the bread of the presence they shall spread a blue cloth, and put on it the plates and the cups and the bowls and the pitchers of the drink offering, and the continual bread shall be on it. And they shall spread over them a scarlet cloth, and cover it with a covering of porpoise skin, and shall put in its poles. And they shall take a blue cloth and cover the lampstand of the light, and its lamps and its tongs and its fire pans, and all its oil vessels with which they minister to it. And they shall put it and all its utensils within a covering of porpoise skin, and shall put it on the carrying frame, and over the golden altar they shall spread a blue cloth and cover it with a covering of porpoise skin, and shall put in its bowls. And they shall take all the utensils of ministry with which they minister in the sanctuary, and put them in a blue cloth, and cover them with a covering of porpoise skin, and shall put them on the carrying frame. And they shall remove the ashes from the altar, and spread a purple cloth over it, and they shall put upon it all its utensils with which they minister at it, the fire pans, the forks, and the shovels, and the basins, all the utensils of the altar. And they shall spread over it a covering of porpoise skin, and put in its poles. And when Aaron and his sons have finished covering the sanctuary and all the furnishings of the sanctuary, whenever the camp sets out, then the sons of Kohath shall come to carry them, for they shall not touch the holy things, or they will die. These things are the burden of the sons of Kohath in the tent of meeting. And the oversight of Eleazar, the son of Aaron, the priest, shall be the oil for the light, and the fragrant incense, and the continual meal offering, and the anointing oil, the oversight of all the tabernacle, and all that is in it, the sanctuary and its furnishings. Then Jehovah spoke to Moses and to Aaron, saying, do not let the tribe of the families of the Kohathites be cut off from among the Levites, but do this to them, that they may live and not die when they approach the most holy things. Aaron and his sons shall go in and assign each one of them to his service and to his burden. And the Kohathites shall not go in to see the sanctuary even for a moment, otherwise they will die. Then Jehovah spoke to Moses, saying, take the sum of the sons of Gershon also, by their fathers' households, by their families, from 30 years old and upward to 50 years old, you shall number them. Everyone who enters to carry out the service to do the work of the tent of meeting. This is the service of the families of the Gershonites, in serving and in bearing burdens. They shall carry the curtains of the tabernacle and the tent of meeting in the tent of meeting, its covering and the covering of porpoise skin that is on top of it, and the screen for the entrance of the tent of meeting, and and the hangings of the court, and the screen for the entrance of the gate of the court, which is around the tabernacle and around the altar, and their cords, and all the equipment for their service. And whatever is to be done with them, so shall they do. All the service of the sons of the Gershonites shall be at the command of Aaron and his sons, in all their burden and in all their service, and you shall assign to them the charge of all they are to carry. This is the service of the families of the sons of the Gershonites in the tent of meeting. And the charge shall be under the direction of Ithamar, the son of Aaron, the priest. As for the sons of Merari, you shall number them by their families, by their fathers' households, from 30 years old and upward, even to 50 years old. You shall number them, everyone who enters into the service to do the work of the tent of meeting. And this is the charge of what they are to carry, according to all their service in the tent of meeting, the boards of the tabernacle and its bars, and its pillars and its sockets, and the pillars around the court and their sockets, and their pegs and their cords with all their equipment and with all their service. And you shall assign by name the equipment they have been charged to carry. This is the service of the families of the sons of Merari, according to all their service in the tent of meeting, under the direction of Ithamar, the son of Aaron the priest, and Moses and Aaron and the leaders of the assembly numbered the sons of the Kohathites by their families and by their fathers' households, from 30 years old and upward, even to 50 years old, everyone who entered into the service for work in the tent of meeting. And those who were numbered of them by their families were 2,750. These are those who were numbered of the families of the Kohathites, all who served in the tent of meeting, whom Moses and Aaron numbered according to the commandment of Jehovah through Moses. And those who were numbered of the sons of Gershon by their families and by their fathers' households, from 30 years old and upward, even to 50 years old, everyone who entered into the service for work in the tent of meeting, even those who were numbered of them by their families, by their fathers' households, were 2,630. These were those who were numbered of the families of the sons of Gershon, everyone who served in the tent of meeting, from Moses and Aaron numbered according to the commandment of Jehovah. And those who were numbered of the families of the sons of Merari, by their families, by their fathers' households, from 30 years old and upward, even to 50 years old, everyone who entered into the service for work in the tent of meeting, even those who were numbered by them, by their families, were 3,200. These were those who were numbered of the families of the sons of Merari, whom Moses and Aaron numbered according to the commandment of Jehovah through Moses. All those who were numbered of the Levites, whom Moses and Aaron and the leaders of Israel numbered by their families and by their fathers' households, from 30 years old and upward, even to 50 years old, everyone who entered to do the work of service and the work of bearing burdens in the tent of meeting, even those who were numbered of them were 8,580. According to the commandment of Jehovah through Moses, they were numbered, everyone according to his service and according to his burden. Thus they were numbered by him, just as Jehovah had commanded Moses. Then Jehovah spoke to Moses, saying, Command the children of Israel that they send out of the camp every leper and everyone that has a discharge and everyone who is unclean because of a dead person. You shall send out both male and female. You shall send them outside the camp so that they will not defile their camp, where I dwell in their midst. And the children of Israel did so and sent them outside the camp, just as Jehovah had spoken to Moses. So the children of Israel did. Then Jehovah spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel. When a man or a woman commits any sin that men commit, so as to act unfaithfully toward Jehovah, and that person realizes his guilt, then they shall confess their sin which they have committed, and he shall make restitution according to its principle for his wrong, and add to it 1/5 of it, and give it to the one whom he has wronged. But if the man has no kinsman to whom restitution may be made for the wrong, the restitution which is made for the wrong goes to Jehovah for the priest, in addition to the ram of the expiation, by which expiation is made for him. And every heave offering of all the holy things of the children of Israel, which they present to the priest, shall be his. And everyone's holy things shall be his. Whatever anyone gives to the priest, it becomes his. Then Jehovah spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel and say to them, if any man's wife goes astray and acts unfaithfully toward him, and a man lies with her and has sexual relations, and it is hidden from the eyes of her husband, and she is undetected and she is defiled, and there is no witness against her since she was not caught in the act, and the spirit of jealousy comes upon him, and he is jealous of his wife, and she has defiled herself, or if the spirit of jealousy comes upon him, and he is jealous of his wife, and she has not defiled herself, then the man shall bring his wife to the priest and bring her offering for her, 1/10 of an ephah of barley meal. He shall pour no oil upon it, nor put frankincense on it, for it is a meal offering of jealousy, a meal offering of remembrance, bringing iniquity to remembrance. And the priest shall bring her near and set her before Jehovah. And the priest shall take holy water in an earthen vessel. And the priest shall take some of the dust that is on the floor of the tabernacle and put it into the water. And the priest shall set the woman before Jehovah, and let the hair of the woman's head go loose, and put the meal offering of remembrance in her hands, which is the meal offering of jealousy. And in the hand of the priest shall be the water of bitterness that brings the curse. And the priest shall make her take an oath, and shall say to the woman, if no man has lain with you, and if you have not gone astray to uncleanness while under the authority of your husband, be immune to this water of bitterness that brings the curse. But if you have gone astray while under the authority of your husband, and if you have defiled yourself, and a man besides your husband has lain with you, then the priest shall make the woman take an oath with the oath of cursing. And the priest shall say to the woman, Jehovah make you a curse and an oath among your people. When Jehovah makes your thigh waste away, and your womb swell, and this water that brings the curse shall go into your bowels and make your womb swell and your thigh waste away, and the woman shall say, Amen, Amen. And the priest shall write these curses in a book, and he shall wash them off into the water of bitterness. And he shall make the woman drink the water of bitterness that brings the curse, and the water that brings the curse shall enter into her and become bitter. And the priest shall take the meal offering of jealousy out of the woman's hand, and he shall wave the meal offering before Jehovah and bring it to the altar. And the priest shall take a handful of the meal offering as its memorial portion and burn it upon the altar. And afterward he shall make the woman drink the water. And when he has made her drink the water, then if she has defiled herself and has acted unfaithfully to her husband, the water that brings a curse will enter into her and become bitter, and her womb will swell, and her thigh will waste away, and the woman shall be a curse among her people. But if the woman has not defiled herself and is clean, then she will be immune and able to conceive seed. This is the law of jealousy when a wife, while under the authority of her husband, goes astray and defiles herself. And when the spirit of jealousy comes upon a man and he is jealous of his wife, he shall set the woman before Jehovah, and the priest shall apply to her all his law. And the man shall be free from iniquity, but that woman shall bear her iniquity. Then Jehovah spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel and say to them, when a man or a woman makes a special vow, the vow of a Nazirite, to separate himself to Jehovah, he shall separate himself from wine and strong drink. He shall drink no vinegar of wine or vinegar of strong drink, nor shall he drink any juice of grapes, nor eat fresh or dried grapes. All the days of his separation he shall eat nothing that is produced by the grape vine, from the seeds even to the skin. All the days of his vow of separation, no razor shall pass over his head. He shall be holy until the days are fulfilled for which he separated himself to Jehovah. He shall let the locks of the hair of his head grow long. All the days that he separates himself to Jehovah, he shall not come near a dead person. He shall not make himself unclean for his father or for his mother, for his brother or for his sister when they die, because his separation to God is upon his head. All the days of his separation he is holy to Jehovah. And if anyone dies very suddenly beside him so that he defiles the head of his separation, then he shall shave his head on the day he becomes clean. On the seventh day he shall shave it. And on the eighth day he shall bring 2 turtle doves, or 2 young pigeons to the priest at the entrance of the tent of meeting. And the priest shall offer one for a sin offering and the other for a burnt offering, and make expiation for him because he sinned by reason of a dead person. And he shall sanctify his head that same day, and he shall separate to Jehovah the days of his separation, and shall bring a male lamb a year old for a trespass offering. But the former days shall be voided because his separation was defiled. Now this is the law of the Nazirite when the days of his separation are fulfilled. He shall be brought to the entrance of the tent of meeting, and he shall present his offering to Jehovah. 1 male lamb a year without blemish for a burnt offering, and 1 female lamb a year without blemish for a sin offering, and 1 ram without blemish for a peace offering, and a basket of unleavened bread, cakes of fine flour mingled with oil, and unleavened wafers anointed with oil, and their meal offering and their drink offerings. And the priest shall present them before Jehovah and offer his sin offering and his burnt offering. And he shall offer the ram for a sacrifice of peace offerings to Jehovah with the basket of unleavened bread. The priest shall also offer its meal offering and its drink offerings. And the Nazarite shall shave the head of his separation at the entrance of the tent of meeting, and take the hair of the head of his separation and put it on the fire that is under the sacrifice of peace offerings. And the priest shall take the boiled shoulder of the ram and one unleavened cake out of the basket and one unleavened wafer, and shall put them into the hands of the Nazarite after he has shaved the head of his separation. And the priest shall wave them for a wave offering before Jehovah. It is holy for the priest, together with the breast of the wave offering and thigh of the heave offering, and afterward the Nazarite may drink wine. This is the law of the Nazarites, of the Nazarite who vows, that is, of his offering to Jehovah for his separation, in addition to what he can afford according to his vow which he vows, so he must do according to the law of his separation. Then Jehovah spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to Aaron and to his sons, saying, Thus you shall bless the children of Israel. You shall say to them, Jehovah bless you and keep you. Jehovah make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. Jehovah lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. So shall they put my name upon the children of Israel, that I myself may bless them.